The maps functionality in SalesRoutes is really cool. It allows you to not only see your customers on a map, but also to keep track of the areas that you've knocked in and callbacks. So we're just going to open up the menu and click on Maps, and this will show me a little settings page. And this is where you can actually toggle on and off the different layers that the map is going to display. So for example, you can decide if you want to have it show your door pins and then also which door pins to show. I usually prefer closest to map center. It'll load the 50 closest doors I've knocked to where the map is centered. And this is nice because I can really easily move around to different areas that I've knocked in or to the area I'm currently knocking in and just hit refresh. And every time I hit refresh, it'll show me the 50 closest pins to where I'm standing, or sorry, to where the map is centered. But you can also select a specific date range if you want to see all the pins you've placed down today or yesterday, or for a custom date range you can. Just remember that the more layers that you put on a map, the worse the performance gets. So it's better to keep a small range of pins on the map. So you can also toggle on and off the active customers as well as the canceled customers. This is great when you want to show customers or someone that you're selling to all the customers in the area. It brings a lot of validity to your pitch when you can show them how many of their neighbors are signed up. The cool thing about the map is that when it shows all the pins on the map, it makes it look like there's just a lot of customers in the area. Also, canceled customers, it's really great to be able to see who is a past customer because sometimes those are really easy to sign back up. And then area boundaries, if your office uses SalesRoutes to keep track of your area, then you can toggle on and off the little area divisions. And you can also select different map types between street, satellite, and hybrid. But whenever you decide what you want to see, you can either click View Map at the bottom or this little globe icon up in the top. And this will show you whatever you've decided to see. And if I click Refresh, it's going to load the most recent data to this position. So let me show you here what this looks like. So all of these pins here are doors that I've knocked on in this area. And they're all color-coded, so the gray ones are ones that weren't home. The blue ones are ones that I gave a pitch to, but obviously didn't take the sell. A red is a not interested, so that's somebody that you just knocked on the door and just right away they didn't want anything. And then a yellow is a callback, so somebody that you may want to go back and visit later. And then a green is you can mark as made a sell. So it's really easy. You place a new pin by doing a long click. So just hold your mouse down on the map and it'll automatically put a pin down. And it brings up this little list so you can keep track of the customer's name, the status of the of your door knock, how many times you've knocked on the door. So this helps you keep track of if you've double knocked their houses yet. If you click Get Address, it reverse geocodes that position. And again, it's usually going to get the number part of the address off a little bit, which you have to adjust. You can also click Show on Map, and this will automatically center them on the map. You can also put in a phone number, email, and notes. And once you save it, it's going to place that pin right there on the map. So it's really easy to kind of go along and mark who was home and who wasn't. And when you find somebody that you actually is a callback, you can put their name in the name section and mark them as a callback. And it allows you to set a specific time to go back and visit them. So this is great. You can set a date and time. So maybe they want you to call back in a month, or maybe they want you to come back when their husband's there. And the really, really cool thing is that in addition to setting a callback time, you can also add that to your calendar. And so this will actually automatically place this event on your calendar so that it can sync between all your devices and also send you reminders and alerts. So if you clicked Open Calendar, this will show me this callback right here on May 1st. And if I click on it, it'll show me the customer's name, which I made call me, the date and time of the callback, and then you can also set alerts and stuff here really easily. And actually, if I would have put a note in on the previous screen, it would show the note down here at the bottom as well. So this is a really cool feature to help keep track of your callbacks. All right, so I'll save that and you'll see that it's a yellow pin there. You can also click this Locate Me button. The simulator is actually located in California, so it would take me to California when I click this. And you'll see here that it's got the little blue pin here. And this is great because it keeps track of where you're currently standing. It makes it easier to place pins on the map because you don't have to count rooftops or houses. And you'll notice here, here's a gray star. This is actually a canceled customer, and if I click on it, it'll show me all the information about that customer. When they signed up for service, what service they had, what their price was, who signed them up, their address, all that information. And let me see if I can zoom out here real quick, or scroll down. Let's see. Okay, let me zoom out there. And you can see all these green stars, so you can kind of see how this looks when you show a customer their neighborhood, and they can see all the stars that are in their neighborhood, and brings a lot of validity to how many customers you have in the area. And again, you can just click on them, and it'll show you all the details about that customer. So green is an existing current customer, and gray or black is a canceled customer. All right, let's see, and then I can close out of this, and I can adjust and play with that as much as I want. And then the other option is there's also a list view. So if you click on callback list, this will show you all of the pins that are loaded on the map. It'll always show all of the callbacks, and then it'll show all the pins that were loaded based off the preferences that you put. So this is just sometimes an easier way to view the data in a list format, especially your callbacks, because you can really quickly see who your callbacks are. And these will be sorted by date and time, so it'll show you the your soonest callbacks first with the date and time. And then once you click into one of these callbacks, you can really easily update the notes and the phone numbers and stuff. And let's say that they end up not being interested, I can mark it as having given my pitch, and then just go ahead and save this, and that will be updated there. And then, let's say that I go back to a customer and they want to sign up for service. I can actually just click convert to customer, and this will really quickly just take all the information I've already put into them, and it'll generate a new customer card with all the information pre-filled, so that you can jump right into the sale and fill out the service information, the pay, and all that other stuff. So it's really quick and easy to convert a customer from a callback into a full-on customer. All right, and that's pretty much it for the customer maps and also for the callback lists. And I hope you guys enjoy.